Hey everyone, welcome to the S.W.O.R.D Slop Show. Today we have a special guest, Risha from Big Brother Canada 3. Hi Risha.
Hello. How are
and
you?
I also have my awesome co-host Parish with me today.
Hi.
What's up?
So I could not get my eyes off the screen for tonight's episode. Have both of you guys watched it yet?
Not
I
yet.
missed the first
I know what happened.
half. Yeah, but I saw everything after Kelsey got evicted. But anything before that, I missed.
Okay, well, nah. It was good after that.
Okay, so I saw the good part, so that's good.
So what was your favorite part of tonight's episode that you saw, Parish?
Oh, duh! Oh my gosh, I'm not a fan of Kelsey. I don't know how else to put it, so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of glad that she went home. Well, actually, she didn't go home. She went to, like, a secret room. So.
I know.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's so cool.
You think
I'm so
it's
jealous.
cool? Do you
Yeah,
like
man, it's
Kelsey?
so cool. You know what? Like, I don't have anything against her. I think that going into the house and like right away making such a strong bond with Jared and Raul put a target on her back. And I think also it's kind of like Cassandra said, like you come in the house looking smoking hot, and it's just girls are nasty, and they're gonna target you. And she got put up week 1, and she's going in, and she really didn't do much to anybody except be in that alliance with Jared and Raul. So I mean, there's other people that are doing a lot more in the house that should be being targeted, but they've made their bed now, so it's too late. That's the way I feel about it. But
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with her as a person.
Yeah. I think that she has, I don't know, like, I think that she seems like a really nice girl, but I think that she also has that sort of personality that she's a little bit better than everyone. I don't know. Do you get that at all, either of you?
Well, I haven't watched any of the feeds, so I can't say, because I think that's where you get to see people's personality a lot more, because I know personally that how they edit the show is from someone else's perception.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily what that person could be like. It's what they want the show to play as, and how production wants it to play out. So they could paint her in any color that they want. And in fact, like they made like last season, I felt that they made Ginger Ninja kind of look like a bit of a jerk sometimes. And he was one of the sweetest people that I've ever met, and he's one of my good friends now. So I know to sort of watch with a bit of a grain of salt, just because I know that that's what happens. Same with Cindy. She kind of she did come off really strong, but I mean, she's a solid girl, and I don't know. It's sort of however they want to play out.
Yeah,
I love Cindy.
Yeah,
I love her.
that's the
She's
thing.
great.
At the beginning of the year last year, I was kind of standoffish with her, but when she came back, I just loved her. I was so happy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she did really good when she had the opportunity to go back in. So
she did really great. So I was super proud of her. So it was good. I would have rather gone back myself, but
yeah, definitely.
It's all good.
For sure.
It's all good. But even like
watching that.
It was emotional being in it.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
it was pretty intense. Pretty intense, that's for sure. So
I bet.
Yeah.
So were you guys surprised of who got evicted for the second time, or the second evictee tonight? Levita?
I was. Yes, like I feel like that was a dumb move on Maddie's behalf because, yes, she's
Yeah.
a threat, but right now she's on your team,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still early, so you need people on your team. And the fact that she did that so early, people aren't going to trust her anymore, and I think she may be the next target.
Mm-hmm. I definitely
But who
think so.
else? Who do you think then she should have put up? Because really, like, I mean, everybody right now the consensus of the house is people don't like Levita. So I think personally, it was a bad move to put someone who's her ally, but to put up someone that the whole house is against is probably what she's thinking in her head. Okay, I'm going to put up Levita. Everybody hates Levita right now. This is going to be a backdoor. She's going to go, and then everybody will be like, okay, well, we're all safe. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how I think that she played it. I don't think it was a smart move because she needed that vote, but everybody's not really pleased with Levita, and that's an easy target. And she's not gonna. The people in the middle are just flying under the radar. She's not gonna put Tim or Nikki up. She's not gonna put the brothers up, right? So I mean, she's not left with a lot of people. She's not gonna put Joel up. Joel didn't put her up. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Levita seemed like an easy. I could see that when you're in that moment and it's an instant, like, okay, nominate somebody. Like, I know I stood beside Cindy when she had to pick somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, it's quick. Like, you're not, and you're instructed, like, no talking, no talking, no talking. So when you're in a pressure situation like that, like, you have to, like, what first comes to your mind may not be the smartest game move, but it's something that's obviously standing out in your head at the moment that makes you go, okay, maybe this is what I should do, you know? So maybe down the line it wasn't a smart move for her, but in the moment, maybe that's what seemed right for her. So
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. It's just
That's
too bad
a
that
really great explanation.
It's just really, thank you. It's just really too bad that girls keep nominating and evicting girls. Like, I don't understand it. Like,
it's like that every season.
Like, week one, Levita should have put up the brothers and Jared right away.
Yep.
You know, like, put two strong. And why nobody has even thought that, like, for 1 second, they're eventually going to split the brothers, and they're going to play for themselves. So why hasn't anybody thought maybe we should get the brothers out? Like, they're two people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why that's still flipping under the radar. And they're strong competitors. They're going to be loyal to each other no matter what. Like, you can't break a loyalty like a brother or a father-daughter or sisters. Like, it's that's no. So I don't understand why nobody's gone after them yet either. But
yeah, I'm actually really surprised how Tim and Nikki are really flying under the radar. I thought they would have been evicted second week, one of them gone. Easy target. They're not from Canada, blah, blah, blah. They shouldn't win, just like everybody else has been saying. But honestly, I am really happy that they're in the house. I love watching them. They are so entertaining.
Yeah. And that's exactly why nobody's nominating them, because they love them and they're entertaining. And come on, we all love an Aussie and a British accent. Yeah. So whatever they say, it's just like, love, law, you know, and it's just like, do you know what I mean? Like, they're just like, they're not threatened by them. They don't see them as threats. They're just all chummy with them right now. You know? So it's not, they're just flying under the radar, because I don't think anyone's really taking them seriously right now. Like, oh, they're not really playing the game. They're just sort of here as, like, our entertainment. Do you know what I mean? Like Big Brother put them in as these international wild cards, like, oh, it's something for us to laugh at, and, like, they're entertaining, but I don't think they're taking them seriously as players, and they're doing a good job of not being taken serious as players as well. Like, Tim offering himself to go up as a pawn, like,
that was crazy.
Yeah. I'm so happy that they didn't do that.
Do you think he was serious, or he just did
I think he was definitely serious.
He was for sure serious.
He would have been glad to take that seat.
He really wants the experience.
But then
Yeah.
Dallas choked on using the veto again, like.
Once again,
Such
you cannot count on Dallas to use that veto.
Such a talker. I'm gonna use the veto. We're gonna backdoor. Rah, 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 rah. And then, no, nothing. It's like watching Dallas win the veto is like having sex without an orgasm. You're disappointed every fucking time. Sorry.
I know. Last week I was choked about that because I was like, wow, he's actually going to use it. This is going to be so entertaining. Yes. And then he didn't. I was like, oh, okay.
Or should I go?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I know.
Nothing.
And then he does it again the second week in a row. Ugh,
I know.
So
he's just a big prick.
Vetoes. He's gonna be yeah. He admitted that also when he was a cactus.
Yeah. That's funny. Okay, we have a question. Our question is for Risha. If you were in the house this year for Big Brother Canada 4, who would you want to align with?
Who would I want to align with? I don't know. Like, I feel like, I think, like, Jared, I would be, like, really attracted to him, but I know that was trouble, so I would stay away from him. Tim would be good to align with, but because everybody really likes him, and I don't think that I could fly under the radar and play the middle with Mitch and those guys. I'm just not a middle type person. And I don't really see myself aligning with Dallas or Ramsey or Maddie. Like, I don't know. I tried to align myself with Tim just because he's like Mr. Good Times, and then it would just be like, yeah. But I don't know. People could have taken that as threatening as well too. So.
What about Kelsey and Raul?
Oh God, no.
I don't. Yeah, I think that. See, and that's. I think Joel and I would have been total buddies because I was such a geek when I was a kid. So I always have this inner geek in me that I want to like be with the underdog, and so that's probably who I would have like most likely ended up aligning with is with Joel, for sure.
Nice. I love Joel.
Yeah, I do too.
Who doesn't though, right? He's
my God!
How can you not? He's so vulnerable and lovely. He's just
really
so sweet.
But he stands up for himself because he definitely did this week when everyone kept going after Levita. Everybody kept asking him, "Why did you, nominate these people?" Like he stood up for himself, and I really, really respect him for that. And he's really becoming one of my favorites.
Definitely. This week made me love him even more, for sure.
Yeah.
I like Mitch also, but Mitch is kind of shady, but I like that because you got to be a little shady in Big Brother. So Joel and Mitch are kind of my favorites now.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. Oh, what was that?
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm multitasking.
Okay. All right.
Someone's at my door.
Okay, we have another question from Carrie Kolb Berlow. It says, Risha, who is your pick to win Big Brother Canada 4?
I don't. You know what? I think that trying to pick somebody to win Big Brother is like buying a lottery ticket. I mean, like you can like people, but you don't know with the twists what's going to happen. Like now they've got this fake eviction, so it's like Gary went out. I don't know if you remember watching Gary in his season, Gary Glitter, but like he went out and then he got voted back in and went on to final 2 when he really never should have left jury. Do you know what I mean? So like you watching all season, you're thinking, okay, Gary's out, and then they vote him back in, and now he's in final 2. Like So with this twist now, and like even on my season, there were so many twists. Like so many times people should have gone home that didn't go home, that were on the block up, got saved by some, you know what I mean, secret double veto that Britt had, and like, I know who I'd like to see win, but I mean, whether that happens or not, you never know. It's Big Brother, right? Someone's always watching. Expect the unexpected. I don't know. People like to cheer for people on. I know it's a show, and I know that when people get off the show and out from living this life, that they're going to have to go out into the world and hear all the things we said about them. So, and I know how hard that is. So I just try to like watch it with a grain of salt and keep my opinions to somewhat kindness. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
That's good though. Because I hate it.
What's the which? The fake eviction? The fake eviction?
I hate it.
Yep. I'll let you answer, Risha, and then I'll answer after.
I think it's great television. And I think that Big Brother is doing an amazing job this season with that. And I think that it's going to make really great TV. And it's awesome for the people that got evicted because they're not really evicted. So, and not only that, Kelsey and Lavita, like,
that's what I was gonna
and they're together? Are you kidding me? Like,
couldn't have worked out any better.
That alone in itself is gonna be alone gonna be like, because you know, if they keep them in there now and they're in there for a week or 2 weeks, come on, eventually they're gonna have to get along. And then who knows, what if they come up with some kind of, you know, plan to like go back in the house and make some story up, like when Cindy went out and she came back and told everybody, oh, I didn't see anybody, we were set, I didn't know anybody, I just came back to do the comp, like we didn't talk, they kept us separated. That wasn't true. Everybody knew that wasn't true, but except the people in the house. So they don't know. The people in the house don't know, right? They could play this again to their advantage and be like, all right, they don't know we're together. We could come back and say we were separate. Play it to their advantage to win. Like, that's a new advantage that both those girls may have. That if they can get over their animosity towards each other, could work to their benefit. So. Yeah, that's just my opinion about it. I think it's going to be so good to watch. Like, it's going to be amazing.
See, I totally agree with that too. I didn't like the fact that Kelsey wasn't gone because I really want to see how Jared plays the game without her in there. But it could have not have worked out any better. Like, honestly, it's almost, I'm not saying the Big Brother set it up, but it's almost like they set it up to Maddie, like, oh, maybe you should get Lavita out because they knew Kelsey was going to go. And having Lavita and Kelsey together in a room for a week, even at the end of this episode, they showed them in the room together. And the last thing that you hear Lavita saying to Kelsey is, well, since one of us is going to be going back in the house, I might as well tell you something. Or do you want to hear it, or do you want me to wait? And then they cut it off. And I'm like, oh my God, what was she going to say to her? Like, what is she going to say? So I can't wait till the feeds turn on for the Camera 5. It's going to be so interesting to see what they're talking about.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't know if you've ever watched BB Australia, but they kind of had something similar where there was people that were behind the wall and in the, like, a closed-off area, and they brought people out, and then people went in there. Actually, Tim was on that last season, and he pretty much saved the guy from being evicted, this David guy who had a huge beard, and nobody liked him, and Tim and him spent a night in there. Tim convinced him to shave his beard off. He came out, and everybody, like, totally changed their perception of them. So anything can happen in Big Brother in a 24-hour period when you separate anyone from the group. and then bring other people back or bring in new people or bring someone back, because now time has lapsed and people don't know what's happened and people's loyalties are being questioned and new alliances are being made, and like anything can happen in a 5-hour period even on the in the house, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be really, really, really good to watch. I can't wait.
Me too. I'm so excited.
No. We have more fan questions, and this one is from Jamie Lee Studley. I hope I pronounced that right. It says, who are your favorite and least favorite house guests?
Who, me? Favorite and least favorite? Well, you know, like at the beginning of the season when I watched the bios, and I know the bios are never accurate, like I watched Cassandra's bio and I was like, oh, like Persian princess, never cooks, pays her sister to clean her room. Like, who is this girl? Like, no, thank you. No, not my type of person. And now watching her on the show and how she is and how she just like calls shit out and she's quite sarcastic. I really like her a lot. I like her. I can't wait to meet her, in fact. I think she's pretty rad. So I'd have to say she's one of my favorites. I really like Joel. Because again, I'm Geek Squad. I love the geeks and they're super cute. And I just think he's been so vulnerable and really exposed himself and like really, you know, opened up. And I think he's playing a good game. Like he's not a stupid guy. Like, and he could have easily, when everybody was saying, oh, Levita convinced you to make those nominations, he was very clear. He's like, listen, I think for myself, we all make our own choices. These were my decision. This was my decision, and you have to have a lot of respect for that. Like, he went right in and faced all three of them head on. Like, no, Levita did not try to, you know, brainwash me. So I really like him. As far as least favorite, did I lose you? Are you still here?
We're here, but we can't see you.
We can hear you. We just can't see you.
Okay, something happened with my. Can you see me now?
No.
Can you
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Get these pop-ups. As far as my least favorite, I don't know. I'm just going to say Raul because he called me out on the feeds and said he didn't like me at the Cougar and he didn't even know my name. And somebody,
I missed that. I didn't see that.
So I'm just going to, somebody tweeted it out and tweeted it at me and was like, because I guess Cassandra asked him who is his favorite and least favorite of last season, my season. He goes, I didn't really like that Cougar. So.
We barely got to see you.
Yeah.
Sucks. Oh my God. Okay. Really though, imagine how different the season would have been if you would have stayed in the house. Like, yeah. I said that last season too.
I know. I've heard it from everybody, including my own castmates. So
yeah, it's okay. I know.
It's okay. Shit happens. It just was. It was a shitstorm on me night one. So that's just the way it unraveled. But that's Big Brother. You're never in control of your situation.
Yeah, but you still made it past the hundreds of thousands of other people who would die to get on the show, right?
And this is what I tell people all the time. I'm like, I'm super grateful for the experience. I got cast. I got to be on the show. They never did a comeback before like that. So, you know, I got to hang out in Sequester with Cindy and Nay and Greg and Bobby. I mean, Johnny, just for a couple days. But like that was. You know, that was fun. That was interesting. I got to know them, and we got to do the comeback, and the comeback was really exciting. I wasn't super thrilled to hang on a tiny little rope with big hiking boots, but yeah, I was not happy about that comp at all, because I looked at that rope and I was like, oh my God, of all the things they could have asked me to do to hang on a rope. I was hoping, what I was hoping that it was going to be was the 100 minutes that they did. You know, the 100-minute comp? That's what I was thinking, that it would be something like that. I wish it would have been something like that because they could have poured bugs on me all day and I would have laid there. But anyways. But yeah, so anyways, blah blah.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't mean to ramble.
Yeah.
You know, you may have left early, but I will say, like, you're very memorable. Because on Big Brother US, like, when the first 3 guests leave, I don't remember their names. Like, I don't remember anything. But, like, in Big Brother US,
thank you.
I remember.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Memorable, so that's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't even remember who left last year first, like for the US. Do you remember, Parish? No?
I didn't
We barely remember the cast. Like,
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
I didn't really watch that. I didn't watch the BBC. I mean, I was up to date with what was going on because I follow a lot of the, you know, the feedsters, and so you get their updates about what's happening and what's going on. But I didn't watch the U.S. season. I picked up a bit of it here and there, but I didn't watch the whole season. So
yeah.
I kind of was like, I need a break after my season.
I bet.
I need a break.
When did you move to Calgary?
In October.
Oh, really? And what did you move for?
I don't think I moved for anything. I think I was more looking for a change.
New experience.
And I thought that living in a different city would give me that, and don't run away from your problems, people. That's all I'm gonna say. No, I didn't have problems. I don't know. I was feeling very I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I just wanted to run. I wanted to run. I had this urge. I just needed to get away. I just wanted to leave. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I left, but.
Well, Calgary is nice too, and the mountains are right there, and.
The people I love the people of Calgary. The people of Calgary are amazing. I've made some really good friends here, and people know how to have fun here. I'll give them that. People definitely know how to have a good time. So that's that's one good thing about Calgary that I really like.
Do you see Kevin and Ashley and Peely and all of them very often?
I actually saw Kevin and Peely a week ago for the first time because they came into my work, and it was really awesome actually to see them and chat and catch up. I haven't seen anybody else. I haven't seen Ash, but we've texted. Thing is, Ash is going to school full time and she works, and I work 6 days / nights a week. So, you know what I mean? It's I don't have a ton of free time. Just haven't managed to connect with her yet. But I would like to soon, definitely. And Clay Honeycutt from BBUS17 is going to be.
I know. Yay!
Look at me promoting. I'm like, Clay's going to be at Knoxville's on Friday night. Yeah.
I know. And Caleb's coming too, I think.
Is she?
Isn't Caleb coming?
Who?
Caleb?
Yeah.
He's going to be here on the week.
Yeah.
I
swear to God, I'm going to double check this. I just saw it on Facebook. Clay, really? I know for sure, yes, but Caleb.
I think Clay's in Edmonton Friday tonight and Saturday night, and then Clay's in Calgary tomorrow night at Knoxville's. I know that for sure.
I'm just seeing quickly.
I think Caleb Caleb was in town last weekend. I think that's what, and he was in Edmonton, not.
Oh, maybe that's what I saw then.
Yeah,
I knew that he was coming at some point, but did you guys watch him on Survivor?
No.
No.
I never watched Survivor, but I did this season just to watch him.
I don't have cable, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Actually, to be honest with you, this is the first time I've had a TV in like 7 years.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Yeah. 6 or 7 years?
Wow.
Yeah. I kind of unplugged.
There's
So
so many
I
good
watch.
shows out.
Yeah, but I just stream
Mm-hmm.
them. I just stream stuff that I want to watch, and then there's no commercials.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, anybody that's with a television channel. Sorry.
While Caitlin is looking that up, we have another fan question. It says, Risha, if you could be paired together with any Big Brother Canada house guests, like Nick and Phil are in this season, in a future season, who would you want to be paired up with to work with as one person? That's a long question.
Oh, so do they mean like from somebody from another season, like 1, 2, or 3? Is that what they're asking me,
Yeah.
or if I could go in with anybody that I wanted? If I
From
could
seasons
pair,
1, 2, and 3. Oh, okay.
oh,
Pick one
that's
from season 1, 2, and 3, and then pick anyone, just like in general.
oh man. Okay, season 1, I would say Jillian. Jillian, yeah, Jillian probably. I'd say season 1, Jillian. Girl power. And she won, and she's lovely, and she's a great competitor. And I just, yeah. Jillian from season 1. Season 2, ooh, I don't know. There's a lot of good people from season 2. And so
That's
many
my,
different
I agree.
reasons. Like there are a lot of good and people that I really like as people from season 2 because I've had I've been able to meet them and hang out with them and like they're good game players. I'm gonna skip season 2 because that's just too many to choose from. Season 3, my season, who would I be paired up with? Oh, that's so tough. Oh, this is such a cruel question. There's so many people that I like as people and would play. Do you know what I mean with I love Greg, like I love Ginger Ninja. But like
Mhm.
game wise, he can't keep a secret to save his life, you know? He just can't. So that's not great strategy. And I love him to death, and he knows it, and he'll admit it. My season, and then I love Cindy. Cindy's a comp beast princess, and I love her as a person. And
Mhm.
I don't know. It's like, what do you want for Christmas? Do you know what I mean? Like, pick one thing for Christmas as a child. Like, come on, it's the same fucking question. Oh, are we allowed to swear? Sorry. You can't you can't just pick. It's like a box of chocolates. Like there's like
Mm-hmm.
so many good ones. Like I don't know, and I don't want to get in trouble with people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I would never want to be paired with anybody. Let's just say that. That would suck big time. Being paired with somebody would suck.
I
Especially
agree.
if he was really hot, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm going to try not to showmance with you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And see, but that's
Yeah.
Showmance is
the
a...
thing. Oh, that's the thing, though. Like what you had said earlier about that eventually they'll get split up. But on the first night, they said that if one of them wins or if they win together, they have to split it, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's what
Oh,
she
with Nick
said.
and Phil. She said they're
Yeah.
playing as one, and if they win the prize, they just have to split it. But
Mhm.
that's just them telling them night one. Come on, it's Big Brother. They
Yeah,
could change the rules
for sure.
anytime.
Yeah. So,
Like, there's no guarantee with that.
yeah, That's true as well, yeah. So Caleb is going to be in Calgary tomorrow night at Cowboys.
Oh, he's at Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
So Clay's at Knoxville's and Caleb's at Cowboys.
Yeah.
Well, Caleb's engaged, so I'm going to Knoxville. So I'm just joking.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm just joking. I'm
Okay,
working.
serious question.
I'm not going anywhere.
Is Clay single, or is he still with Shelly?
No, Shelly and Clay were done a long time ago. Shelly posted a thing. Yeah, Shelly posted a thing saying that they were just good friends, and this was like a couple months after being out of the house. It was on Twitter.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I so did not see
I'm not up to date with people's love lives.
Yeah. I wanted to see if they would make it, though. They were so cute.
I love the older woman thing.
I didn't like them together.
Awesome.
Clay is gorgeous. Like,
they look good together.
Jesus. Woo, Jesus Christ. Clay is very good looking. So, Risha, I think you should definitely try to make it out tomorrow night.
Just witness the beauty firsthand. Yeah.
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 Right. What's up?
We have another question.
Like, hey. No, it's not like that. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, like BB people, when we all meet each other, it's just like, hey, what's up? It's totally cool. Like, there's no awkwardness, which is really nice. So
nice. Yeah, it seems like that.
What were you gonna
Everybody
ask?
just kind of meets up with everybody, especially like on finale nights and stuff.
Yeah, because you can't understand it unless you've been through it. So it's like this weird bond.
Yeah.
And I was only there week 1, so I didn't like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's just, yeah, you have this connection. It's very cool.
That is cool. I'm jealous. Okay, so we have a question from Jamie Lee Studley again. What do you think of the wild cards, Tim and Nikki, and what would you have done if they were on your season? Risha.
I love them. I think it was a great idea. And I'm super glad that it was Tim and Nikki that got picked because I love Tim from BB Australia. I thought he was amazing. And I think Nikki is like, she's just a cat in a paper bag. You don't know what's going to happen at any time. Like, she's just so good to watch, and she's so always on edge and so drama. You know, it's like, oh my God, she's just amazing. Whatever. I think it was a great idea. You know, it's just like the facial expressions.
I know.
She just contorts that little body. She's like, oh, I like to cartwheel when I'm feeling stressed. She's like, oh. Breathe, girl, breathe.
I know.
For that. They're so good.
They really are.
As far as being in the house with them, like, they add so much element to the game because, like, really they're like just like sponges, but they're just like everything. Like, nobody's really taking them seriously, and so like they're great people to have as, like, for me, if I was in the house with, I mean, I don't know about Nikki because she seems like a little bit up and down with. No, like, I feel she was very protective of Tim one week, and like because Cassandra was there, and then she's with Levita, and then she votes against Levita, so she's a little all over the map. So you can't really. She's unpredictable. I guess that's the best way to describe Nikki. She's unpredictable. But Tim, I think Tim is like, if you were smart, you would talk to him and want to work with him. Like, I think Cassandra knows exactly. I think that's kind of where she's. You know, she's making besties with him because she knows everybody loves him. It's just such an obvious card to play, you know, and to if you're sort of the buddy with that person, like, it sort of shields you, I feel like, from any kind of, I don't know. That's just the way I would look at it. I would want to be buddies with Tim. I just think he'd be hilarious to hang around with. Aussies are just such good fun to begin with, so it would be definitely nice to have some sense of humor because things can be boring.
Mm-hmm. You know? And they definitely do help with that in the house. It was funny when Cassandra got all of the pranks that Tim was doing.
Oh my God, it was so funny. Like, I can't even imagine what Vaseline on a toilet seat feels like.
Oh my God, I know. I wonder if she
like, you just like fucking flip it around. Like,
or barbecue sauce in your hair.
Right?
Oh
like, that's just, but so funny. Like, do you think like Kelsey or Levita could not have gotten away with those pranks? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the accents, it's just they're who they are. They get away with that shit, and it makes great television, and it makes it interesting to watch.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah. It's so good.
I know, I agree.
I'm obsessed this season. I'm so obsessed.
It's so good.
It's so good. Like, my sister called me, and my sister's like, my sister didn't really watch until last year, obviously. Why?
Yeah.
And now she's just like so addicted, and she calls me, she's like, we were like hashing it out. She's like, oh my God, I think this is like, you know, it's so cute. And like, even my niece who's 6, she's big time into it as well, and it's super cute. So it's really kind of fun. Like our family thing now. We're all obsessed with Big Brother.
Are you jealous of the house that they got this year compared to the one from last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I know, the house is gorgeous this year.
I am Vegas, okay? You have no idea. Like, I am Lady Luck. Like, when I saw that they were having a Vegas theme, I was like, oh my God. Like, I can't even believe I was so on the wrong season. Like, just, you don't even understand. Like, I'm like, this is just like, it was a bad, wrong time. Like, no, the house is beautiful. Production did an amazing job.
Yeah, I agree.
It's gorgeous. Like, I love all the rooms and the concepts, like the 19199 and the have-nots is the honeymoon suite. I like that they put the laundry in the bathroom and not in the backyard. I think that was a super smart move. They have 2 bedrooms, also amazing. The backyard is amazing. They've got the cut-through now to the pool, which is brilliant and way more social. The furniture, it's beautiful. The fact that they get so much alcohol this season,
I know,
also amazing.
They've had
they get a lot of booze
already.
Right? Like, I walked in the door and there was a bucket of slop on the table and no furniture. Like, I was like, where's my friggin' champagne? Where is my champagne? That's all I could think in my head is, where is my champagne? Like, fuck this shit. And then I slept on the ground. I slept on the ground the first night. I slept on a table in the pantry the second night. Like, I'm wanting to bed.
Oh my God.
So yes, I think the house is beautiful, and they're being spoiled, and they're very lucky this season, and they got Nikki and Tim. So yes, I love this house. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think they definitely set it up this year for it to have a lot of drama with all the young people in the house, because they're young in the house this year. Like, 9 of them
last year
are under the age of
too.
21. Oh, I didn't think that there were so many youngins last year. I guess maybe because, like, I don't know, they just all seem so young in there. So,
I think this season was smart. The whole Vegas, the whole over the top, the whole overcompensate, like everything luxurious. Like even the complaint box. Like the complaint box is brilliant. I don't know who came up with that, but props.
Yeah.
Because like every time you wanted to ask for something, you had to go to DR and be like, can we get water bottles? Like, we're drinking out of these glass. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was like annoying. So the complaint box you could just open and ask. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's young. The cast is young. It was young last year. And I think, but sorry, I'm rambling. But I think that the concept of doing it Vegas style this year makes up for the fact that last year they started us out with nothing.
Yeah.
And that we were,
totally opposite.
just I think it's a nice balance to the beginning of last year. I think that they needed to come in really positive and really strong because I feel personally that a lot of people were not pleased with the way the season started last year, and I've heard that just from people telling me they were like, getting Canada to vote the first week on somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
And on one episode and no feeds. Not really, you know what I mean? And just starting us out, we didn't have any furniture, we didn't have our toothbrushes. We didn't have food. Like, do you know what I mean? Like people don't want to be introduced to their characters hungry and starving and not slept and bitchy. Like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it was it was a really great way to start this year with the Vegas theme and have it being luxurious, because it made up for, I think, last year's going without. So having nothing, last year's was having nothing. I think Arissa said something like, you guys are going to have to work to get everything back, your furniture and your belongings, to this year. To this year is like, this is grand, and this is Vegas, and this is luxury, and this is the nicest suites. Like that high roller room is sick. Like, when are they going to pop some bottles and have some strippers show up? Like, seriously.
I know.
Like, can we get
why they didn't have like a BLT?
Can we get some lap dances in the high roller room with some champagne, please? Like, hello, like the seating is set up for it. Like, what? It's so sick. I love the high roller room.
The whole place is just amazing.
It's so nice. Yeah.
I know. I've entered my name into the contest on the BigBrotherCanada.ca like 10 times. I'm just asking everybody for their email. And then I'm just going to put my information and then put your email. Oh my God! You get a trip to Toronto. You get to stay in the house for a night. You get to do the competitions. You get to like shower there, eat there. You get like 24 hours in there.
Yeah,
and everything is included. And I'm just like, yes.
That's the best. That's the best contest. Like, that's such an amazing contest to run. So I don't know who's sponsoring that, but like that's a solid Oh yeah, the Brick. Yeah. The Brick. Did you go to this? Oh, I guess you didn't, because last year they had in Toronto. The Brick did. They did they recreated the HOH room. Yeah. Which was super cool. Super cool. And it was funny because I didn't live very far from there. In fact, my gym was like 20-second walk.
Really?
Yeah, so one day I just popped in there to check it out, and everyone was like, "Oh my God." Like the people working there were like, "Oh my God, you're Risha." And I'm like, "Yes, I am." It was funny. It was really, I'm like, "Yes, I am. That's me." And so it was cool. It was cool to go in there. And then when my sister was out for finale, we went in and checked it out, and she got to see it and stuff too. So that was really cool. They did a really good job of it.
Yeah.
I like the furniture, the decor. It's really good.
I know. I was so jealous. My Brick here didn't do nothing. They just left little markers in spots that there was furniture that was in the Big Brother house. And then you had to go there and you had to take a picture with this furniture to be entered into a contest to go into the house last year. Ugh.
Yeah, no, the one they did in Toronto was top notch. But then I guess, you know what I mean? The house is in Toronto, so it makes sense, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Toronto has everything.
They don't have that this year?
I don't know. I'm not there, boo.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I guess
if they did, someone would have posted it, but,
They might be doing something else, like some kind of other display, I would bet. I would gather.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. We got another question, and this is for all of us. It says, what do you think the jackpot is? Because I'm not sure, Risha, if you knew this, but the jackpot sign in the house has been going off a couple of times, I guess, or lighting up. And then the cameras will all, like, zoom in on the jackpot. Yeah. I'm not... Oh, Daniel says it goes off 3 times a day. No.
3 times a day.
This only happened on the feeds because I've never seen it on the show.
No, just on the feeds.
3 times a day?
And I barely watch the feeds right now. I barely have time to, so.
I feel like you shouldn't have to watch feeds to enjoy the show. Because I never watched feeds. I've always just watched, like, I've seen them a little bit, but, like, I've usually just watched the show. I don't know what that's about, but I bet you it's going to be something good.
Yeah.
Big Brother doesn't do anything for no reason. It's been going off 3 times a day every day since they've been in the house, or just recently?
I think just recently. Yeah.
You know, it's going to be something to do with the fake eviction or the brothers or the wild cards. One of those 3 things. The wild cards, the fake evictions, or the brothers. Something's going to go down because they can't keep having the brothers play as one for much longer.
Yeah. See, I think they're going to.
And I think that's going to get interesting because Nick's going to want to side with Maddie and Dallas and Ramsey, and Phil's going to want to side with the other side, and I think that's going to be interesting to watch. Which is why those motherfuckers need to get them out as a pair.
I know.
Hello, any day now.
That was the debate last year too. Like how my twins lasted so long
they
too last year.
Too far in that house. Like,
I know. With the twins.
Yeah, they had a pair of twins in the house, and
I knew that.
Slid right through. And
didn't they switch back and forth?
Yeah.
Like, weren't they switching them on the house guests, and people were getting like, oh, that's not the same girl.
Yeah, they figured it out, and they still kept her in the house, so kept them in the house, I guess. That
was a big mistake. Huge mistake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely.
I don't know. It's the thing is when you're in there though, it's like what's obvious to people on the outside watching is so not obvious to you on the inside. Yeah. But, I mean, you got to be smart though, right? Like, I mean, for me, I would look at the brothers and be like, oh my God, there's 2 of them playing as one. They're gonna split them up eventually. We got it. Let's get them out. 2 boys out.
I think
playing as one. Like, wouldn't you think that would be something that needs to be done? Like. Come on.
Especially for Big Brother fans that are in the house. It's like thinking, too, you have been watching Big Brother US for 17 years. We've been watching, this is the 4th season of Big Brother Canada. It's pretty obvious that something's going to happen with having 2 brothers in the house.
Yeah.
Right?
But I don't know. From what I've heard, a lot of the cast this season were recruits. So... They may like,
really?
That's what I'm hearing. That quite a few of them were recruits, and well, Raul on the feeds said he didn't know who the Mexican girl was from my season. I'm like, huh?
Oh,
how did you not know Peely?
No,
like,
oh my God.
Come on.
He's living in Calgary now too, which is where he's from.
I know, so I'm like, how do you? So did he watch last season? Like he didn't not that I'm all that. He didn't know who I was. He doesn't know who Peely is. Like
that's crazy because I think it was recently. I was talking about how I didn't think that Canada really had a lot of recruits because were there any recruits in your season last year, Risha?
Brittany.
Oh really?
What?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You find something new out every day.
Yeah. That's the one thing I hate about US. Like, I hate recruits. Like,
I'm pretty sure she was recruited.
I'm interested to find out who all is a recruit this year.
Maybe all of them?
I would be freaking mad.
No.
I would be mad because I should be in that house right now. Just thought I'd.
But then again, like, I don't know, Kaitlan. All those people are kind of cuckoo. So I'm not really sure how you would react to all that, especially to Nikki. Like, I know you love watching her, but if you were actually in the house with her and all the crying,
with her.
Well, that's why I love Cassandra's conversation with Tim, where she's like, they're all crazy, like all of them. We're the only 2 that aren't crazy. I'm like, she might be right. No, but I mean, we're all crazy. Everyone's a little crazy. That's what makes us interesting. But like, I mean, Jared, he seems like such a nice guy. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen him on the feeds, but he seems quite like a good kid. You know what I mean? Like, he seems genuinely nice. Ramsey seems like a nice guy. They all seem like they're like individually probably very nice people.
Well, see, the thing is when I'm pretty sure it was Levita when she got evicted tonight. She had said, because Arissa had asked her, like, what's going on in the house? Why is there 5 women in a row that got evicted this season? And she basically said, you know what? Every single woman that's in the house this year has a really strong personality, is really outgoing, is outspoken. Like, all of them have just, like, a crazy big personality. Whereas, like, I don't know, you might not think the same because you were in the house with most of these girls, but I believe that last year, the big personalities were basically you, Risha, and Brittany and Sarah. Like, and I guess then Cindy with an S, right?
Nay's a very big personality as well.
I'm sorry, I forgot about Neha. No, for sure, Neha,
But on my season, everybody says that the biggest personalities went out first. Me, Cindy, Neha, Greg, and Johnny.
Yes, especially Johnny.
Johnny's huge personality. Huge personality.
Yeah, we loved him too. Yeah.
I mean, he's great. He's like so funny and like. I mean, I remember sitting and talking with him at like 4. Well, we guessed from the clock on the stove, but you know, it was probably like 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning, being out in the backyard and being like, okay, like how am I gonna try and convince this house to vote to keep me? You know, like him and I just hashing it out, and like he's a huge personality. You know, so is Cindy, so is Nay, so is Greg. But yeah, big personalities. They're great to watch, but they're threatening in the game.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, people, you know, some of my cast were like, you know, when you came in, it was like, you were like, whoa, like just seeing you, like so tall, like I'm 6 feet and I was wearing 4-inch heels. Like they're like, you know what I mean? Like you walked in and I was like, holy shit. And like, I own my height, right? So it's like, I don't slouch. I was like, hey, you know, like, I don't know. I'm not one to rush up to other women and try to be super like, hey, like right away, because I know they're going to be taken aback by me. So I sort of like try to let, you know, girls come to me, like sort of get comfortable around with me before I try to be super friendly with them. Yeah. Didn't I know, you know, did I know that they would make us nominate after showing up, after only being there maybe an hour and a half? Yeah, I would have played things differently, but it's not my personality to try and, especially in that situation when you're just like brand new and it's like such an intense situation and you're like, hey, who are you? And of course the guys were immediately coming up to me like, hey, so I'm like, I don't know, I always end up hanging with the guys as well. Like that's always my I don't know, just sort of what happens. But it was all good. It was good times. I don't regret anything. Only thing I regret is I should have lied about myself when we sat and introduced ourselves. I'm like, I should have made some shit up. I should have told them that I was like a widow and the black jacket I was wearing was like I wore to my husband's funeral, and then maybe they wouldn't have nominated me because I felt sorry for me. But we all, as Big Brothers, house guests, you always play the shoulda, coulda, woulda, like what should I have done different game in your head a million times, because you're like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What should I have done? You know, so. But that's okay.
Maybe you'll be on our All Stars Canada.
If they ever do one.
Eventually they will. We probably will have to wait at least a few more years, but eventually they will. They've got it. They will.
No, they'll do one like maybe 5 or 6. They'll do one maybe 6, maybe next year.
Yeah.
What did they do it in the U.S.? Was it 6 or 7?
BBCAN US also.
Yeah.
What's
that? I didn't hear you, Parish.
Oh, they should also do a BB Canada versus BB US. I think that would be good.
That would be awesome.
No friggin' way. No friggin' way. No way. No. No, thank you. No. The US has some legends. Legends. Like Canada has some pretty iconic players, but they're come on, like who would want to play again? Like, I mean, it would be amazing, but to go in the house with like Dr. Will or Boogie or, oh my God, Janelle, I'd probably just fangirl over her.
Yeah.
I'd just fangirl over her. I'd be like, you're so pretty. I love you. So, like, it would just be embarrassing. I'd be like, like, oh, hey. Yeah. Like, no. No U.S. against Canada. I don't think that's a good idea at all. Canadians are too polite. We're way too polite. It would be like, sorry. No.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Well, someone said earlier, if I asked you, should you make it out to see Clay? And I said, make it out to see him. But if you two do happen to make out, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Snap a picture.
Who says this?
Someone asked the question.
Oh, if I meet Clay, if I go tomorrow and meet him?
Mm-hmm. Well, they thought that they didn't understand. Oh, they didn't understand if Parish said if you were going to make out with him or make it out to see him.
Yeah. Oh. And I said make it out.
I would never be that presumptuous. No, I would never. No, if I make it out to see him, totally different. No. No, like I have to work tomorrow night, right? So it would be before work. It would be early. But I'm not a picture happy person though. Like I don't really like pictures of myself. I don't really like them. Always like, so I'm like always the person back in the corner, like being like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Ask anybody that knows me, anyone from my season, or even when we were in Niagara as a group, I was always like, no, I'll be over here. I don't want my picture taken. I don't like pictures of myself, but anyways.
Aww. Okay, Parish, do you have any last questions?
What up, ladies? What else?
There was one more fan question. It said, what are some pranks you would pull off in the BBCAN4 house, and who would you prank?
Pranks in the house right now? Ooh, I would love to prank Raul.
Oh.
Just to watch him. Watch him, like, just have his little... You know what I mean? Like, you just be such a drama queen about it. Oh my God. What is this all about? Right? You know what would be good is to like mess with his makeup, his bronzer and his highlighters. That would be funny. I would mess with his makeup and hide his clothes or like something like that. I think that Nikki would be really funny to prank.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And Tim, just because they'd be so funny to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd also like to prank Mitch. just because he's so quiet, and
He is quiet.
It would be nice to get a rise out of him and just do something that would really like get under his skin somehow. I don't know. I wouldn't want to make him cry, but I would definitely want to like get some emotion out of him.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a mean girl. Like, that's not nice. Like, fun pranks, but not mean pranks. Like, that's the difference, right? Like, you want to have a laugh, but not at the expense of hurting somebody's feelings or, you know, who they are as a person. So, got to keep that in check, right? For me, anyways. You're talking to the girl that somebody put a tack on her seat in grade 5, so.
My God.
Yeah, you know when you're a kid and you like just come back to your desk and you just plop down in your chair.
Aww.
Yeah, imagine doing that with a tack in your ass. It was not nice. So. Mean pranks aren't nice. Mean pranks aren't nice. No. I got picked on as a kid, big time. So.
That's not good.
That's okay. Gave me a kind heart, so it taught, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, that's why I'm always like, that's why I love Joel, and like, I'd be like, oh, I want to get with the geeks, because I love them. They're my people.
Aww.
Yeah. I was never one of the cool kids.
Me either. I was a geek. I
still am.
No. What are the cool kids, right? Like, really?
I don't know. You know who they are, because they know who they are. Yeah. They let everybody know who they are. They're like, we're the cool kids. Like, oh yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, well, I think we need to wrap up. It's really late where Risha is right now. I mean, where Risha is, where Parish is. Sorry, it's not late.
It's like at 9 o'clock. I'm like, hey, ding dong. It's like Cinderella's got 3 more hours in my city.
No, but Parish, you're 2 hours ahead of us, aren't you?
No, it's 10 where I am. So.
Oh, well, whatever. I always thought it was 2 hours ahead.
No, just 1.
Parish, where are you?
I am in Tennessee.
Tennessee? You're a Southern girl? That's awesome.
I am Southern born and bred. So, yes.
Oh, I love Southern men.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, yes. I love me a Southern man, I'll tell you. Oh, can I ask you, Parish, if a Southern man, he says, if he, like, refers to you as dear, like, if you're texting and he's like, okay, dear, like, sure, dear, is that, like, a term of endearment? Or is that, like...
Yeah, it's a term of endearment. Like, when I'm at work, my name is not Parish. My name is Sunshine, Sweetie, Sweetheart, Sweetie Pie, Darling. It's not Parish.
But if a guy calls you dear, is that like, and he's from the South, is that like because he likes you and it's a term of endearment, or is it is that, or is it like a respect thing?
It's more so, yeah, it is a respect thing, and it's also a term of endearment. So,
yeah. Okay, good to know.
Cool.
Oh, no.
That's funny. Well, thank you so much, Risha.
It was so much fun. What?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. It's been really fun.
It was fun. I had a good time.
Do you have anything to say, Parish?
Just that this interview is great. Hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, sounds good.
Let me know.
I'll get my hair done so it doesn't look like I got bad roots next time you see me.
Well, you still look gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.